Hi friends, good evening. My name is Achyut and I'm from Vizag. So today in this class, we will solve another Java problem, right? So let's not waste the time. Let's get into the class. So I have written the problem. Now I will just read the problem statement. So the problem statement is take an array of size and with integer elements and print an element in the array which occurs for the maximum number of times. Which means, for example, if I give n is equal to 5, right? And I'll give 1, 1, 2, 3, and 5, right? So what is the number which occurs maximum number of times? So we are having 1, right? 1 appears 2 times. So the maximum count is maximum count is 1 and which is 2 times, right? Which is 2 times. So you have to print 1. So which is the maximum number, right? So 1 is the output because 1 appears more times than the rest of the numbers in the array, right? So I hope you understand the problem statement. Let's write the code. So I'll write here import java.util.star, right? After that, I will write scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in, right? After that, I will write n is equal to sc.next int, right? And I will take an array, right? Is equal to new int of size n, right? So if, after that, I have to read the values in the array, right? I'll read the values in the array. So for this, AR of I is equal to sc dot next int, right? So after that, so we have taken the, we have read the values in the array. So I will traverse on the array, right? Int I is equal to 0, I less than n, right? So here we can write n and array dot length, right? Array dot length will give you the length of the, like how many numbers we have given? We have given 5, right? So it will give the 5. So array dot length method will give the size of the array, right? We can use the array dot length also. So I will use this array dot length, right? So here I will use for loop, nested for loop, right? Int j is equal to I plus 1, right? I plus 1. Why am I using I plus 1? Because you have to compare this number to the next number, right? Right? With this number, you have to compare with this number and this number and this number and so on, right? So that's why I'm writing I plus 1. So this is I, right? So I plus 1 is this. So I have to compare this number to this number. So I'm writing I plus 1 and I less than array dot length, right? After that, I will use j plus plus, right? So here I'll write condition if air of I, right? So we have to write the condition if air of I is equal to air of j, then we have to do count, right? If air of I is equal to air of j, then what we have to do? We have to do the right? We have to do the count plus plus, right? Count plus plus, right? Here I'll take count int count is equal. I'll declare the count here, and here I will write count is equal to 1. Why? Because so initially the one which we are taking, it is 1, right? So initially we are taking 1 and we are comparing with another one, right? So initially we will count this number 1, right? as count 1, right? So that's why I'm writing count 1, count equal to 1, right? So when you find another number, then the count will be incremented to 2. Now, if I give 0, if I give 0, then it will then it will take only count. Count is equal to 1, only 1 only. It will take two numbers, but the count will be updated into 1. So that's why I'm taking count is equal to 1, right? So we have done the count plus plus, right? So here I will take another variable called max count, and I will give a 0, right? Why I'm giving max count equal to 0? Like every time I have to check, right? Every time I have to check whether the one is having the highest number, or 2 is having the highest maximum count, or 3 is having the maximum count, right? So we have to compare, right? We have to compare 1, 2, 3, and 5. Each number I have to compare. So for that, I'm using this maximum count. I'm using this maximum count. So here I will write if maximum underscore count, right? If less than, I'm writing if maximum count is less than count, right? I have to write, I hope you understand, because maximum count is 0, right? I will take maximum count is 0. So every time maximum count less than count, so count will be incremented, right? The count will be incremented, right? The one is 1 appear 2 times, the count is 2. So 0 less than 2. So this condition is satisfied. So what I have to write? So then I have to update maximum count is equal to count. I hope you understand, right? What I did, if maximum count, right? So we are comparing this maximum count. I am comparing with the count, with this count, right? So 0 less than 2. So 0 less than 2, yes, the condition satisfied. So I will transfer that maximum count is equal to count. So what is the count value? 2, right? So then the maximum count will be come to the 2, right? Right? I hope you understand. The maximum count will be updated to the count will be updated to the maximum count. So when you update it, right? When you update it, so at the same time, you have to update the element also. So I will take element, right? I will take another variable called element, which is equal to 0, right? I'll give a 0, and I will transfer element is equal to air of I. Why I have written like this, element equal to air of I? Because so each time I have to print the maximum number of for example, I have to print this element, right? So I don't want count. I want the maximum number which appears, right? Which appears more than once with compared to the rest of the numbers in the array, right? So I want only number. I don't want count. I don't want count. So for this, I have what I have to do. So I have to write element is equal to air of I. So when max count is equal to count, right? When max count is equal to count, so then I want that element, the max count element, right? For example, we are having maximum count is 1, right? 1 appear 2 times, right? So I want that number. So where I have to store? I have taken some variable called element, that's it, right? I've taken some variable called element. So it will check all the numbers like this. This for loop will check all the numbers. See, this iteration will come like it will check all the numbers. For loop will check all the numbers, and after that you will get the maximum count of a number in the array, and then finally we have to print that element. That's it. Println, and I have to print the element. That's it, right? So I will explain again. So I will just run the program. Okay, we have to give semicolon and click on run. And I'll just remove this and run again. Yeah. Now we have to remove the parentheses, right? So there is no errors. So first I will give n values 5, and after that I will give 1. After that 1, right? So after that, what I have to give? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, and 5. So what is the maximum element? It is 1. So 1 should be the output, right? 1 should be the output. And I'll run the program again. And I'll give 5. And I'll give 3 5s and 2 and 3. So what is the answer? 5, because 5 appears 3 times. So the output is 5. So we got 3, right? So we have got the maximum count is less than count. And we have to element, and we have written the element equal to error of I. Let's run this program again. 5, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So output should be 2, right? We got 2, right? We got 2. So the code is correct, right? The code is correct. And I will run again the program. 2, 3, 4, 4, and 4. See, we got 4. We got 4, right? So I hope you understand, right? Yeah, we got the answer correct. So, once again, I will explain. So what I have done? So I have given the n value and an array, right? So I have read the values. So I have read the values, right? So after that, I have traversed on that array, right? I have traversed on that array. So I have to compare these both elements, like this element with the all the numbers in the array. So for this, I have used the nested for loop. So when I is equal to 0, it is 1, right? And when int j is equal to I plus 1, which means this value, right? I'll complete this and this. And if it is equal, I'll do count plus plus. The count will be updated 1, 2, 2, right? And after that, I will check maximum count is less than count. If maximum count is less than count. So why we have to check? Because we want the maximum count. So we want the maximum count and that present element. Every time we have to check. So in this loop, I have to check, right? In this loop, I have to check. So every time the maximum count will be updated. So if the maximum count is updated, the element also will be updated in this element, right? So if the maximum count is less than count, then it not be updated. It will not be updated. So when this condition satisfied, then only the number will be updated, right? I hope you understand, right? Why we are taking maximum count? Because we have to see in the array which number is which number occurring more times, right? It maximum count will get the highest number, highest count. So it will get the highest number, and finally that highest number I want the number, right? So highest occurring number I want the current number. So how can I get the current number? Then I have to store I have given some variable called element, and I have stored that current element air of I in that element. So finally, after all the iterations, I'll come out of the loop and I'll just print that element, right? I hope you understand, right? And if you have any doubts, just please comment in the chat. And if you think this video is helpful for you, then please like the video and please share this video to your friends and family members so that they can be benefited from this video. And please do subscribe to my channel and please ring the bell icon. Then only you'll get the notification whenever I upload videos in the YouTube, or otherwise you'll not get the notification. Thank you, friends. Jai Hind.